Hello friends, Frogopolis here, and today I would like to talk about the delightful stop-motion mockumentary, Marcel, the Cell with Shoes On. Originally a series of 3 shorts on YouTube by Dean Fleischer Camp, it was eventually picked up by A24 and turned into a full-length film. The film is about a man named Dean who makes a documentary about Marcel and his grandmother Connie as they traverse their unique lives inside a house rented out by, well, Dean. Right off the bat, the film has a very warm and welcoming atmosphere as Marcel is a kind-natured shell boy who takes care of his grandmother and shows Dean how he gets around the house. You're brought right into their little world, and it is endlessly creative and just pure joy to watch. It's a really comforting film. The film was made over the course of several years and seamlessly mixes stop motion and live action. I'm a huge fan of stop motion and practical effects, so after I watched the movie, I ended up watching the behind the scenes footage, and this seeing how they put it all together was amazing. One of the ongoing stories in the film is how the rest of Marcel and Connie's family were taken away after the previous owners of the house got into a huge breakup, and one of them accidentally stuffed them in a suitcase while leaving. They basically had their own little society going until this, and you can see how it affected Connie and Marcel. Despite this, Marcel has a very positive outlook, and this helps him and his grandmother get through all this, and you can see all the little changes and intricacies they've made to make life easier for the both of them. While Dean doesn't want to make himself really a character in the documentary, he opens up about the fact that he also went through a breakup, and that's why he's renting this house. And while he's going through this process of making the documentary and getting to know Marcel and his grandmother, he learns to let go and move on with his life. As Dean is making the documentary, he starts uploading parts to YouTube, and these get super popular online, much to the surprise of Marcel and Connie, who didn't even know that many people existed. Marcel is able to use this newfound popularity as a way to ask for help in finding his lost family. Marcel and Connie's relationship is very heartwarming, and you see how things develop throughout the film as, unfortunately, Connie's health gets worse, and she unfortunately has an accident, while Marcel and Dean are out trying to look for the family. Now, thankfully, Connie isn't too hurt and makes a recovery, but this causes Marcel to realize that this sudden popularity may be a bad thing, and he decides to want to shut everything down in order to take care of her. One of the things that comes up in the movie is Marcel and Connie's love for the show 60 Minutes with Leslie Stahl, and this results, along with their popularity, with Leslie Stahl actually contacting them to do an interview. In a rather bittersweet turn of events, the interview goes fantastically, but unfortunately Connie's poor health gets to her and she passes away off screen. It's this moment in the film that really made me go from liking it to loving it, as it handles the death of a loved one in a very beautiful manner, and really shows how important she was to Marcel. The documentary with Marcel ends at this point, as he is rightfully not wanting to continue, and things are quiet for a bit, until Dean and Marcel receive news that they have found the home where his family might be. Marcel finds his family, and they are able to celebrate the life of Connie together in another very touching moment as they make a makeshift funeral for her. And yeah, I cried. I love how varied and different each shell looks. This goes back to how endlessly creative the film is, and it's really fun to look in the background and see what different designs you notice. The film ends on a high note as Marcel is able to see his family again and lay his grandmother to rest. It's a very heartwarming and comforting film, and I highly recommend it. Thank you for watching, and remember to hug a loved one. See you guys later. Have a great day. Love you. Bye.